Now, News 5 investigates at 6:30.
First at 6:30 and only on News 5, a Pueblo repair shop owner accused of taking a customer's car on a joyride and crashing it.
Investigative reporter Eric Ross live in studio. Eric, this woman now has a totaled car and asked for help after getting nowhere on her own.
Rob, Maria Tuber contacted us after the owner of Diamond Autocraft crashed her car at 1:30 in the morning. Police cited the owner, but to this day, Maria says she hasn't gotten any answers about why her car was being driven at that time of day and who's going to pay for damages. Why were you driving her car at 1:30 in the morning without her permission? This is Mitch Diamond, the owner of Diamond Autocraft in Pueblo. We'll get to his answer in a moment. This story begins when Maria took her car to this shop to repair hail damage. A few days after dropping the car off, she got a call from police telling her that her car had been in an accident.
It's 1:30 in the morning. I was, half asleep. I was like shocked. I go, it can't be my car, Then when he told me he was Mitch Diamond, I said, well, yeah, I had it in the shop for him to work on my hail damage. And I didn't give him permission to drive it.
Police reports obtained by News 5 Investigates show Diamond was cited for careless driving. The car towed to Maria's home where it has more damage than it did before she dropped it off.
He went over the medium and he busted the tires all busted up.
She says she's been unsuccessful at getting Diamond to pay for the damage, so we wanted to try and get answers for her and paid Diamond a visit at his shop today. Should you be driving a customer's car at 1:30 in the morning?
We test drive them all the time and do things when we're repairing. I just came back to check to see if my shop was locked. That's what I pointed out to him, that I don't make a habit of doing that.
Diamond admitted he took Maria's car home, but then wanted to return to his shop overnight just to make sure his business was locked up. Maria says she never gave Diamond permission to take her car home for personal use. Why were you driving her car at 1:30 in the morning without her permission?
I've never had to ask anyone for permission.
So you have driven other people's cars off the lot before without them knowing?
We pick up cars from Pueblo Toyota. We do work for all kinds of clients and things like that.
Diamond had an excuse for every one of our questions, including whether he planned to compensate Maria for the damage he did after crashing her car into a median. Do you see why that looks a little bit shady when somebody's driving their car at 1:30 in the morning?
It's actually shady that they wanted me to repair the car.
But you crashed it.
Well, that's a fixed question.
Diamond then proceeded to try and change the subject by walking us through his repair shop and showing us all his awards and magazine interviews he's done. But we wanted to stay on topic. So you feel you did nothing wrong?
Why do you need to know if I'm worried or not?
Well,
I have 28 cars here. I have multiple. That's a very trivial thing. In other words, that car was borderline totaled when it had the hail on it. It's not an expensive car.
Diamond explained that Maria's car wasn't worth much to begin with, but that only angers Maria, who relies on her car to get around town.
My son will take me to the store now if I have to go to the store. I hope he'll come up with something, give us the money to get another car. Maria says her insurance carrier totaled the car and will cut her a check for about $2,000, but that's not enough to purchase a car like the one she had. She's since filed a civil case against Diamond, who will be in court on Monday. We'll be sure to let you know what happens. Reporting live in our Pueblo studio, Eric Ross, News 5 Investigate.